Hey everyone, welcome back to my abridged playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Ryder, Vetra wanted you to check in when you can.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
To Ryder, from Sid. Thanks for saving my carapace. Hi Ryder, it's Sid. Want to say thank you for coming to help me. I guess you didn't know it was me at the start, huh? But that's why it's great. I didn't tell you anything. My bad, sorry. But you went ahead and helped anyway, even though you knew it was probably going to be dangerous. You put yourself out there for other people, and that's why you're the Pathfinder. No, our Pathfinder. And thanks for having Vetra's back. I know you're there for her, which means she can be there for me. That means a lot. Don't tell her I said this. You're awesome. Sid.
Ah, you acquired the components?
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what you and Gil put together.
He's very gifted. When we succeed, more of your people can experience our stories as they are meant to be enjoyed. Goda Tavitara. The Lulia Reborn trilogy. I'm weeping a bit already.
You realize that even if I do find it, it's gonna cost you.
And you know I'm always true to my word, so just get it done. I'm hearing the Ket activity's down. I bet the Archon's still nursing his wounds. That means he can be beaten. The Ket can be beaten. People are waking up to that.
Didn't sound like you were discussing Ket over comms when I walked in, though.
Wasn't. I have a friend keeping a lookout for a lamp. One brought from home, but stolen in the revolt.
I didn't think you were so sentimental.
I'm not the only one. Suvi has her father's antique instruments, Cora her Asari prayer book, and Liam has the junk that Liam collects. These things are important. They remind us where we came from.
I know what you mean. I never want to forget what I left behind.
Even as we look forward to the future. Yes.
So what's so special about this lamp?
It's awful. It's got a butt-naked Asari for the stand, and she's holding a moon.
One of your prized possessions is a really ugly lamp?
The foreman at my first job had this lamp. When he was mean, I'd focus on it so he wouldn't see me upset. Now I keep it so I remember where I started. Most of my life was doing stuff to survive, taking shit from assholes, or being one. I don't have to do that anymore. I can start over. Something honest.
Do you really want to start over? After everything you've been through?
I don't know. The point is, I have the choice of changing if I wanted to. For a while, I didn't care that I'd lost the lamp. Everything was a mess, and it just didn't matter. But we've made progress, Ryder. Small things matter again. People are daring to dream.
It's nice seeing you like this.
I know. I like being able to let go and do something for myself for once. Let's hope this is just the start, huh?
So this is where the human Ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call. Probe away. We've got a crater.
A crater caused by the impact of heavy debris, possibly from the Scourge. The meteorite still contains valuable resources.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
Ship name Eudoxus, crew complement 7. Status reported missing, presumed lost. Analysis: the Eudoxus sustained pervasive damage due to Scourge flares that wiped out all internal systems. Dr. Aridana's crew was killed instantly. Vessel adrift, unsalvageable due to radiation.
Probes launched. Satellite detected.
A standard monitoring satellite. Its registration shows it was deployed accidentally from the Hyperion during its collision with the Scourge.
horizontal gene transfer. The Ket incorporate new DNA seamlessly into their own genome.
All living beings are just a big buffet to steal from.
Many species do the same. Only the most primitive do it by force.
Alain, what are you doing here?
Supervised work release as a programmer. Making up for what my mother did, trying to stop AI. I swear she said she'd only disable the blue box computers in storage. No one was meant to get hurt.
Has Knight been sentenced?
Not yet. I spoke up for her, but I don't think anyone else will. Maybe being a good citizen will help her.
We'll keep an eye on him, Pathfinder. It'll be fine.
This system looks mostly unexplored.
It was charted. Once. Then the Scourge happened. What's old is new.
Probe away. Satellite detected.
One of many satellites distributed by scouts from the Nexus, this unmanned station has been diligently studying the unusual features of Pass 33.
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Ice sheet. Helium freezes only at incredibly low temperatures and under severe pressure. In certain rare and intriguing circumstances, Pass 15 provides both.
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search. Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it. I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct?
He seemed to think so.
There's nothing out here.
The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. You can't do that, right?
I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points.
This nav point does not contain an Angaran satellite, but there are trace radioactive particles consistent with those produced by a small starship's engine thrusters. 50 of 50 planets scanned.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
Let me guess. No Angaran satellite?
No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us.
Must be the team our astronomer sent.
They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party.
This convoy is set for extremely short-range transmission, likely as a security precaution. Only a vessel searching its precise nav point can detect the message.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan. Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge.
We are pretty close for comfort.
Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs.
Who did this? Ket?
I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge.
Can we find the scavengers?
I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port.
Ship name, Anj Alesh. Analysis, this Angaran survey vessel suffered catastrophic damage during a high-speed collision with the Scourge. Most wreckage remains trapped inside the anomaly.
Approaching the scavengers that stole the Angaran satellites and destroyed the search vessel.
What are the odds they'll surrender peacefully?
Less than 1%.
Target down.
I think that's it. Good work.
Scavengers chopped those missing Angaran satellites into scrap.
I'll have the Tempest retrieve what's left for transport to Aya.
No Angara here. Just our people.
Mariko believes the initiative came to help. He'll take this hard.
All systems green.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
To Ryder, from Dr. Aradana. Heartfelt thanks. The families of my lost expedition asked me to convey their appreciation to you for finding their loved ones. It's always difficult when we lose people, but knowing what happened will help them begin the mourning process. I hope your next excursion has a happier ending. Aradana. To Ryder, from Vetra, Kadara. Ryder, don't worry, Sid didn't do something reckless, this time, as far as I know. I've just found something cool on Kadara. Want to meet me there? I'll send you the nav point as an attachment. V.
Looks like the kid was pretty upset with you.
The usual. Curfew's unfair. Staying back in the Nexus where it's safe is unfair. Everything's unfair. She hates me.
She pulled a "you're not my mom" line?
Not this time.
You're doing fine.
This is it. Can't wait till you see the view.
You were right. The view is great from up here.
We're not even to the top yet. Come on, I'll race you.
A race? Up this cliff?
Less talk, more climb. Let's go, Pathfinder. And no jump jets. No one likes a cheat.
This isn't fair. You're taller. You have reach.
Staying within your limits is no fun, Ryder. Having fun?
See? Not fair.
Wow. It's all going to be like this, huh?
No. Better.
For 14 months, I wondered if I'd made a mistake coming here and dragging my sister with me. I don't wonder anymore. Boarding the Tempest that day was the best decision I ever made.
I'm glad you came aboard too. It wouldn't have been the same without you.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers, Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
The criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
These were a few bad people. There are thousands of good ones out there.
How can we tell the difference? Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Sorry to hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though. The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
Our chief Voneron filed a formal complaint. Said your people were taking our satellites.
I took responsibility for that. It won't happen again.
I believe you, even if the Voneron doesn't. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time. Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
I found Kiloa seeds for EOS. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure EOS gets them. More of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find. You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Drac, did Gil beat you again?
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
No shit.
Gil doesn't lose.
It's so annoying.
Old bones are getting stiff. Do you have to hit every bump?
I love you, Hera. I know. Who knows how much time we have?
Translating from Shailesh. Solon, yes, I am aware of the dwindling supply situation. The supplies meant for the Resistance had to be diverted at the last moment, so we never received them. We'll get the next drop. I'm taking care of it myself. Olisk. Report, Aya. Translated from Shailesh. I apologize, Olisk. My pilot says she made the supply drop at the nav point. I can't figure out why they never reached you. I'll have Onya try again with a new shipment, free of charge. The Resistance won't starve over a technical issue.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Maybe we should talk to the requisitions officer.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you? You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
Your communications say otherwise. You haven't received a shipment in weeks.
Those data pads are encrypted. How did you... I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
The Nomad's got safeties if you drive off this mountain, right?
Got them all. Let's do this!
That's gotta hurt.
The Rokar are here?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Urgent message. I've provided the location for the new drop point. Supply drop is scheduled for later today, so get there quickly. If the stars are with us, the drop will contain shield tech. I must remind you again about discretion. You are not to reveal your mission to anyone. If Evfra hears we're building a stockpile, he'll take action. We must keep this up for as long as possible. Skies guide you. Axul.
Axul was stockpiling supplies.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
I like what you said about life and longevity, Drac.
Remind me what I said?
You said the number of years we're around isn't what matters. Back home, I knew so many old Asari who stopped learning, asking questions.
Sounds less like living than waiting to die.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade one of my years for 100 of theirs. Wonder if there's anything good in that Ket salvage.
Ket alloy. That's what we got. That's what that fight was all about. Ket alloy. Was it worth it to you, PB? Was Ket alloy really worth the trouble?
PB, you're sure you're not half Krogan?
Nope. Why?
Your attitude, aggression, the way you don't take shit from anyone.
My mother made it exclusively with other Asari.
Is that right?
Except when she conceived me. My father was an Elcor.
You've got to be kidding.
Offended indignation. Why? Doesn't it fit?
You're as far from an Elcor as I can imagine.
Then it makes perfect sense, right?
I suppose so. You little rebel.
My mother had me extremely late in life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How I like it.
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
You're almost dead anyway.
Hey, can you help me with something? There's a wraith cloaked near you. I lost its movement. Will you scan for it and let me know where it's hiding?
Got it. Over here.
Nice.
Been tracking that thing all day. Thanks for the help.
Do I get to meet the mystery sniper?
Only right. Come find me.
Hey, Drac.
Yeah?
Don't go dying anytime soon, okay?
You got it.
The people who spend too long out here, they get bored. You know what bored people do to pass the time? Make up dumb rumors.
Then why haven't we seen refugees from Nostrag around here?
Because it's 3,000 kilometers away?
That city is our only safe haven.
Then why don't you go there?
Maybe I will.
There you are.
Nice shot back there.
Thanks. My father taught me as soon as I was old enough to hold a gun.
Life must be harsh out here. He taught you well.
He's always prepared. Made sure I could shoot, hunt, and make a camp.
You ever shoot Remnant out here?
I don't see them too often. I heard there's a big one somewhere, but I never found it.
The Architect? Yeah, I got it.
You did? Now I'm impressed.
Do the Ket come around here a lot?
Only some. Resistance patrols keep most from getting through. I pick off the stragglers. Usually wraiths like the one you helped me with.
You ever miss one?
Miss? Never.
Stay safe out here.
See you around.
Why the pistol, PB? Why not something with more heft?
I like to be light on my feet.
But you got biotics. You can make me light on my feet.
You're dangerous enough as it is, old man. Good having some experience on the team. Bunch of baby faces.
I've eaten things older than all of you.
There must be active remnant in there. Let's check it out. That device is Ket. Let's check it out.
Shooting the device will destroy it. That device was feeding data externally.
To where?
I can't determine that. However, there may be devices at other remnant locations.
Never met someone who wore so much dead stuff.
Yeah, you have. Just not dead on the outside.
We've got targets!
Blasted to bits.
Outgoing message, Tashe, translated from Shalesh. Amalja, no matter what happens, I love you. I don't regret a single moment, even this one. I'll tell the sun and stars about you. Be happy, Toshe. Don't forget me. Answer me. Mishal, answer your comm. I heard there was an attack, and I need to know you're okay. Please, just send a message. Let me hear your voice. Don't do this to me. Ista. Sorry. Papa, Ennis and Visha say you aren't coming home. Is it because I broke your star chart? I'm really sorry. I won't do anything like that again. I'll save up all my earnings to buy you a new one. I'll be really good, I promise. Just come home. Aw, that's sad.
Saw some of your scouts.
Dead, probably. Otherwise you wouldn't have.
How long have the Angara been fighting the Ket? Must feel like forever.
Pathfinder.
I told the rookie he can ride with you on your Nexus run.
Does he know about the extra stop?
I told him to be ready for a fight. A few Cat won't be a problem.
Send Telesso on another run. No, wait. It's her third time this week. Send someone else.
Ah, the freezer's down. Those samples will never last. Wait, what am I talking about? This whole outpost is a freezer. Put him outside. You need something?
You know, it was even worse here before I activated the vault.
So I heard. Glad I wasn't around for that. Makes me wonder what this place will look like in 10 years, once the vault's had time to really work.
Think it'll be up to your standards?
My standards involve a beach and a healthy amount of sun, but we'll see.
I'm good for now.
Don't freeze to death out there.
You're falling asleep.
No, I'm not.
I saw you. Your eyes were closed.
I was blinking.
For 2 minutes.
That's just how I blink. Shut up.
I received word that the supply drop is up and running again, and what was stopping it. I appreciate your help, Pathfinder.
Heya! What's shaking?
How's your current project looking?
My scanner's still incomplete, as you know. It's prepped for augmentation, but for now, it's only strong and smart enough to locate certain signals. Once you get me the REM tech I need, it'll be a bona fide mystery detector.
Is there more about Kalinda you want to share?
Just that I'm pissed my prior association with her has become a problem again. For me, and now for you, well, us. She's like a wart that you freeze off, but damn it, there it is again, popping to the surface.
I'll rid you of that nasty wart.
Please do, because it's unsightly and stupid and warty. I can't believe I ever thought I was close to her.
Were you too intimate?
Take a wild guess. Why are people so hung up on sex? It's a natural expression of attraction. We were doing exciting, daring, irreverent things. It stirs stuff up. Like shaking a bottle of champagne, you know? You should know. Better than anyone. I'm not the type to save myself.
What happened to end the relationship?
Which time? She'd thrown me aside so many times, I felt like a yo-yo. Each more cruel than the last. She'd come back with sweet talk, apologize profusely, tell me her feelings were so intense she got scared, yada yada. Until she disappeared, right around when I found my first remnant ruin. So I threw myself into that.
Tell me more about the two of you.
After she woke me from stasis, I was living off-grid, right? She set me up. Got me ID cards, access to resources. I thought we were a team. She was the society lady. Proper, established, powerful, living vicariously through me. She introduced me to her circle, showed me off, called me her little rogue. I felt special.
Did you know she was working with the Exiles?
Had no idea. Blows my mind she was leading a double life. Nexus aristocrat by day, thrill-seeking outlaw boss by night. I realize now how little I knew about her. Makes me question everything.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes, please.
How are you getting along with the team?
I'm keeping it light and pleasant. Even Lexi isn't exactly what I'd expected. And Jal... I'm learning what makes him tick. We're lucky to have an Angara with us. Asari can mate with all Milky Way species. I find myself wondering if that transcends galactic boundaries. But don't worry. You're my go-to for stress relief.
Don't disregard Jal on my account.
Yeah? That's very open-minded. Truth is, I'm not the type to dance with multiple partners. But a little harmless flirting never hurt anyone.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Hey,
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
It was great meeting Jill. Any news from her?
You know the look PB gets when she finds something new? That greedy kid in a candy store look?
Yeah?
Jill's all goofy like that lately, which means there may be some pregnancies cropping up on Eos soon. After all her hard work, I'm so happy for her.
Are you and Callow getting along any better?
I doubt we'll ever get along, but yeah. That fight was just a blip on the radar. We're finding our way working together. It's an exercise in tolerance, for both of us.
Go easy on the guy. Don't need a tense pilot on the stick, you know?
Sure. I sometimes forget that others don't let things roll off their shoulders as easily as I do. So long as I can slip in an occasional snide comment, I'm good.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Glad you came by.
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic prodigy. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing. Crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
See you later, Cora.
Stay safe.
Yes?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
Anyone in particular?
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's top priority has always been her sister's safety. Now that Sid's growing up, their relationship is changing. It's not going to happen overnight, but they'll find a new rhythm.
Thanks for the insight. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.